Story time. Well, Marty Jones, the first guy I had crush on in America. Marty Jones. I used to work at KFC again. I was an American citizen. I had no papers at all for working at Kentucky Fried Chicken. But I used to be a supervisor at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Mr. Lopes used to pay me under the table. With that said, I used to work. Always working 24/7. And I used to run stuff. Like I used to go to his KFC because he had like so many KFC. Whereas I'm 14, but I didn't look like I was 14. I looked like I was more 16 and stuff because the body figure, the shape and all. I did look older than I was supposed to look body wise and stuff. Still had like the baby face like I do now, whatever the situation is, but had like whatever. But anyway, Mr. Lopes hired me and he was paying me. And how I get that job by Mr. Lopes, let me just let you know, let me flip back. I was, had got out of school. And when I had got out of school, me and my friends, Esther, Rooster, Cutie, and Kim, no, Kim wasn't in the picture at that time. It was Esther and Cutie. And we had went into um, on Broad Street, Kentucky Fried Chicken. And all the tables was dirty. When I said all the tables were dirty, like gross dirty. So I went and I knocked on the window and I said to him, I knocked on the door, the glass door, and I said at the time he had like a glass door, and I said, um, you mind if you give me a broom and a towel and a spray so I could clean your tables and stuff for you? And that's how I get the job from KFC. I was 14, I had no papers at all. And he was paying me under the table because, I was a good worker or whatever the situation is. And me coming in, working every day like I work, like now I never call out my job or anything right now. I've been at my job for 10 years. I never call out or whatever thing. And during the daytime, I run my own shit during the daytime. Where I said, um, so I used to work at KFC and everything, and then I was 14, looked like older. And then this guy named Marty Jones used to come in every day. He and his friend Chris. He has had a friend named Chris and Chris Jones and what's the other one? I forgot. But Chris was in love with me. Chris Jones was in love with me because he used to tell me everything that Marty Jones used to do and everything secretly, but you didn't hear it from me. But because he was in love with me and stuff, I used to know everything that he used to do. When I said Marty used to mess with this other female, I won't mention her name, but her first name was Monica. And I didn't know both of them was messing with each other, their school, whatever. And I had no clue that I was I don't know, the third party, they used to call it back then. I didn't know. I, I know nothing about nothing. I'm just thinking this dude likes me or whatever the situation is. And I don't understand how he had like a girlfriend or anything like that because I used to go over to his house and stuff and chill out and stuff. Um, do stuff with him and, like hang out with him and stuff. Like it wasn't like a sexual thing. It was just like we used to hang out with each other. And he used to play basketball. And everywhere he go, he used to take me to the basketball game. But the thing is, now that I'm older, I understand why he used to do. Marty, we had like a jacket together, like a Michael Jordan jacket together, me and Marty. Like he had my name on his thing and on his jacket and Dane. And I had his name on the jacket, which is Marty Jones, Love Dane, and Dane Marty Jones, whatever. That's why I don't understand how he had like a wife. That was just messed up with me. But anyway, long story short, we was messing with each, like hanging out with each other and stuff like that. So skip all that. When I was 18, I was trying to give him some. When I was 18, I had an orange outfit. Oh, girl, you could stop me. But I had saw a lot of things about Marty that I refused to see as a kid, but I wasn't looking at that, and I didn't even know really what his age was or whatever, and I didn't know that I was just his his girl that he wanted to have, but he couldn't have because he had Tabitha. He was messing with this freaking female called Tabitha. He was messing with this girl named Monica. He was messing Caroline. He was just a nasty motherfucker. But every time I confront him with it, no, no, no. But not knowing that, that nigga just wanted, I don't know. He love his Dane though because he make sure he hide everything from Dane. When Dane asks him, whatever. Anyway, long story short, with Marty used to come and everything and hang out with his friends and stuff like that. Chill, chill, chill. And again, Chris used to tell me everything. Chris Jones used to tell me his light skinned pimple dude. And he had two other friends that used to. I know Chris. God, what the other friend name? I forgot. But anyway, long story short, with Marty. I used to love me some Marty. Everywhere Dan loves Marty in high school. Dan loves Marty Jones. Dan loved Marty Jones. Not knowing Marty had children. Marty had like 22 children and I didn't even know. No, so I emphasize, but that's what it seems like. He had like 22 children or whatever it seemed. He was a hoe. When we had basketball, he used to take me everywhere. But the thing is, he used to hide me. He used to hide me. Like, when I say hide me, not hide me in the closet or whatever. Like, so on his game, because he used to run games and like he do volleyball, he do what do you call it? God, I forgot. When you throw the ball, bowling, he do bowling and he does basketball and he's like the coach or whatever, whatever. And I used to go to these things and stuff like that. I mean, I know his whole family and everything. Like nobody tell me that he had a family because his whole family used to be around me and they used to be around me like they loved me. Everything was there. It just was difficult until one day I found out that he was married, Monica. I had me a Toyota car that, again, I was an American citizen. So I bought me a car, whatever the situation is, it's called Toyota Sienna. I had bought. And long story short, I put it in my name and stuff like that. And he was driving the vehicle one day. And then when I pulled up one day, I saw a female in my vehicle. So I'm like, who the fuck are you? She said, oh, Monica. And she was like, I said, well, this is my vehicle. She said, no, this is Marty's car. And I said, no, this is not Marty's car. So you know what I did? You know what the fuck I did? I left silently. And then I came back. Me and my friend Esther Russo. Me and Esther Russo was bad, like fuck. Me and Esther Russo came back for that vehicle. The vehicle was parked by the house until now. I don't know if she had told him that I saw him or whatever. I saw her in the vehicle or whatever. But whatever the situation is, when I saw that and she was driving the vehicle or whatever, I went and you know what I did? Me and Esther, we went to that vehicle and we light the shit on fire. We just called off, whatever. We light the shit on fire, but what happened is the house on the side got fucking lit up with fire. So now we are in trouble, me and Esther. So we just went, we left. And then he had no more car. None. But I ended up getting locked up. I ended up getting locked up. But it's funny, like I got locked up, right? But then when the police took me, like I guess they come looking for us and I got taken or whatever. And I was blessed and highly favored. I say thank you to God because I wasn't in there no more than 3 hours or whatever. The lady is a chunky, nice lady. She's a nice, chunky lady. I don't know if anyone remember. A nice police officer. She looked like a man, like she's a tomboy or whatever. Nice, sexy woman or whatever. She was like, oh no, this one don't need to stay in here. We're not going to keep her overnight. She's going home. And the lady took me in her office. She did not let me stay in that cell. I swear to God, she took me in the office and had me sit on the thing with her, and she took me home with her. But then, when we was coming out, guess who was out there trying to bail me out? Marty Jones was out there. Molly Jones was trying to bail me out, but she did not let me go with him. She took me home. At that time, I was living on Broad Street by myself. On Broad Street. That's another thing. I was living in a condo that Tony used to pay my mortgage or whatever the condo for me. But that's another story. But I was like, oh my goodness, ain't that a trip? Yeah.